Bacalar, the Maldives of Mexico, in the very, very simplest terms. But you can see why people might call it that. It is so much more than just a beautiful lake, though. It's a rich history. The Mayans founded this land, and then it was stolen by Spanish conquistadors, and then the pirates stole it from them. Then in 1902, the Mexicans finally reclaimed their territory. The Fort of San Felipe is this beautiful structure down by the water that was actually built to keep the pirates out of this lagoon. Just some fascinating history here. This town and area does not ooze culture like Oaxaca, Guanajuato, or Merida. You have to look for it. You really have to search for it. But it's here. It's a little bit more than boutique hotels, yoga retreats, people who nap and journal a lot. Not that there's anything wrong with those people. I think I was one of those people at one point in my life. But if you search for it, there is culture here. And there's obviously plenty of beautiful scenery.
After we explored the town and learned some history, we jumped into a cab and headed off to Los Rapidos.
Woo! This is... Oh, that's funny. Oh, yeah! This is really moving!
As you can see, we had an amazing time here as a family. The place is just epic. Despite the beauty, there are some negative reviews about this area. Damaging to the environment, staff was rude, overpriced. The staff and the price are one thing, but let's focus on the environment. Los Rapidos is a river that feeds the Bacalar Lagoon. It is filled with stromatolites. These are living organisms that are around 3.5 billion years old. The stromatolites resemble cauliflower, big, pillowy beige structures that grow upwards from the lagoon's limestone bottom. They look like rocks, but they are some of the oldest living things on planet Earth. Stromatolites are also massively important to the environment and the ecosystem of the lake. They help recycle elements. The microbes that make up a stromatolite take carbon from the CO2 in the air and put it onto the lake floor and store it. Like trees, their above-water counterpart, stromatolites actively improve our environment. Things like standing on them and sunscreen can be damaging. And if we lose these amazing creatures, the lake will change forever. These colors will be a thing of the past. So although this place was breathtaking, I do agree that it should be maintained, regulated, and supervised a little bit better. Basically, if you paid the fee, no one told us what to do or what not to do. Yeah, there was a sign here and there, but no one was enforcing the rules. As for the staff and it being overpriced, yes, it was expensive, but it is a business and you have to pay to play. For a family of 4 to cab from Bacalar, it was $25. The entrance fee was $22.50 and nachos were about $10. So total, it cost us around $60 US. For an excursion in Mexico, yes, that is expensive. Overall, this is another scenario that I wrestle with. What do you think? Drop a comment below. Should we get over the stromatolites? They'll be fine? Or are we as humans ruining an amazing piece of this planet? Next up, something a little bit lighter. Burritos.
All right, we're staying at Jardín de Venus. There are bikes there that you can just borrow, so we figured we'd bike up and grab some street tacos in Bacalar.
So we were walking down this street 2 nights ago with our kids after we had eaten, and these guys came out with a menu and said, come on in and eat, but we had just eaten, so we decided to come back. And I just asked how long they've been open, and they said a week and a half. So new business for them. Hopefully they do well. It looks really good. There's chicken. There's piña. There's lettuce. Some avocado. Bien rico. It's warm. It's gooey. It tastes super homemade, which it is because Mom and Dad are out here in front of their house making it for us. I know I'm hungry, but I might want to order one more too.
For our next adventure, we took a sailboat out on the lagoon. We chose a 4-hour tour, and it was amazing to be out on the water and use the wind for power. The experience ended up being totally worth it, even though it was a little bit expensive. The colors, the views, the water, it was all picture perfect. And as we watch this video now, it's hard to believe that we got to do something this special.
Here we are in the middle of boat day here in Bacalar Lagoon. The colors are incredibly vibrant. There's enough wind in the air for our sails for the sailboat. Taking some dips, eating some fruit, it is a dream come true. We did just learn the water for the cenotes comes from the mountains of Oaxaca and Chiapas. I thought that was super interesting.
Wow, we are out here in the middle of the Bacalar Lagoon, set sail on Emma today. This is just, the colors of this lake are from another planet. When you come to Bacalar, you gotta get out here and do this. We're having just an amazing experience out here using the sails. The water is warm. We just hit an absolutely beautiful day, and I hope the video does it justice with the colors. For us, we paid 3,000 pesos for this private boat and split it with Ferris and Lisa, so not terrible for a day of boating around. Private tour, 4 hours. Or you can go really cheap and pay I think it was like 100 pesos for a colectivo, like a taxi, a colectivo boat, similar to the one passing behind me right now. And just get on with a bunch of people and they'll take you to a couple spots or lagoons. So the choice is yours as to what you want to do, but you have to get out here on the water. It is an epic experience.
It has been said that Bacalar is like Playa del Carmen, Tulum, and Cancun 30 years ago. It is less touched, less built up, which means it's more amazing. There are not high-rises and massive all-inclusive resorts here that have to deal with thousands of people's waste and trash. For now, that is an amazing thing. Come here and be mindful. Stay off the stromatolites. Do not pollute the water with sunscreen. Pick up more trash than you produce and support the locals who live off the land and the tourism. Bacalar is a gem. Let me know, have you been here? Do you hope to come here? Drop a comment below and let me know what you think of this amazing place. Next up, we travel to Central America as a family of 4. Join us next week as we arrive into Belize for an even deeper adventure.